Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Got all the announcements on social, and before anyone asks, yes, I know there's no audio, it's just how it is when the game is, minimized. I'm just hoping it doesn't crash when I'm getting these freaking announcements out, that would be annoying. And it doesn't look like it saved my thumbnail. That's not. Now I'll fix that after the stream, I suppose. Okay, let's refresh that. Okay, you are going. Good. Bring you back up and actually boot the game. Alright, there we go. Hello, men, women, and sorters, and welcome to another live stream in a new series, This War of Mine. This War of Mine was created 5 years ago, 2014 release. Blanking on the developer at this point. You think it would be somewhere here. Maybe? I don't know. One point is that is an indie game released in 2014-ish. Roughly based on the events of I forget what the war was called, but I think it was Serbia, Bosnia, somewhere in there in early 90s. I'm pretty sure most people know what I'm talking. Some people should know what I'm talking about. And it's loosely based on that conflict. I might put it somewhere if I can find it later on. I don't know. Point is, basically, this game you are playing as civilians who are trapped in the middle of a war zone. Yeah, not fun. This game is a little dark. It can get dark at some times. Not really. I wouldn't call it the most dark game on planet Earth, but it definitely explores the dark side of war about being a civilian in, in basically an active combat zone with no water, no electricity, no steady food, nothing. But yeah, it's a very fun game. I'm playing it a lot recently. I got it shortly after it was released, and recently I got back into it, so I figured, hey, I've played this game 4 or 5 times within the last 4 or 5 days. Let's do a stream of this. And like with Empire at War, you're probably going to see multiple series of this game, just not back to back, obviously, because, that would make it stale for some people. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on with this. Now, civilians capable of taking out those those pesky snipers. You are correct, Patrick. Every civilian here knows how to massacre someone from behind with a hatchet. Also, thanks for hopping in and joining the stream. Okay, so, yeah. These are all the survivor groups you can pick as. You can, pick one of them if you want to, or you can just go random. I'm going to go random for this one because, I want to be surprised. And I'm going to turn Anniversary Edition mode on. Basically, it gives you new players, new locations, another ending, that sort of stuff. And there are DLC for this. I have one of them, the Children DLC, which gives children the game, which changes things a bit. I do not have the stories packs, though. I have not purchased those yet. I may pick them up with the Steam Summer Sale, and maybe I'll do streams on those at a later date, but that is to be discussed about later. For now, Anniversary Edition on. Random. Let's get in here. Day 1. And okay, this is there are actually 2 locations you can start at. This is the second one that was added in. There's not much difference between the two other than layout and things you gotta remove. I think they roughly have the same amount of supplies and grab. Oh, we got this group. I seem to get this group a lot when it comes to random starts. Not that I'm complaining, it's a good group, but I guess the game wants to ease people in. How long has the siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is an ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work, there's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Yet electricity seems to be in good supply, now that I think about it. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavle while searching for supplies. He used to be Pagoran's star football player, and now he's just another homeless victim of war, so they teamed up, hoping for the best. Yeah, generally when you start in, you get a group of 3 random survivors from one of the preset groups you saw on the mainstream screen. You can make your own scenarios with your own locations and stuff. I may do so eventually, once I learn how to properly balance them, that is. But, yeah. This group here is actually a very good group. It's for reasons I'll get into after we start. Okay, so you got Pavle. He's a fast runner, basically means he has higher movement speed. Good. Bruno, who is slightly wounded. You can live that off. Yeah, it's just a scratch. It's just a scratch. He's a good cook. It means it takes less fuel and water for him to cook things. And Marco, who is slightly sick. Right, he is slightly sick. That's going to be annoying. He's a skilled scavenger. Basically means he has a bigger backpack than everyone else. I'll get more into that when we actually get to the nighttime. But for now, let's get to starting some supplies. So, yeah, you can see we've got piles of debris on the floor that we're clearing. You can build a shovel and clear those a lot faster, but you know, you can do it by hand too, and I'm not wasting materials on a shovel this early. You know, we can clear the house by hand over time. It's not like they're doing anything else. And Pavlo was clearing barricades from a door. Basically, it blocks one side, but you get the other side, pull barricades off. Okay. So yeah, whenever you see one of the hand icons, it usually means you can interact with something. In this case, we have a scavenge spot. So, normally we have a backpack limit and how much crap we can carry, but since we're at home, I mean, we just put it in the little supply locker, so it doesn't matter. So, you scavenge, you get a bunch of stuff on the ground. Okay, so components and wood. These are pretty much our 2 main building materials. These are used in pretty much everything on planet Earth. Pretty much every weapon, every tool, every structure we can build, not structure, workbench we can build requires some combination of components and wood. Both these can be used to make fuel, which is used to make things run. Basically, wooden components are the 2 most important things that we can get. So, having a good stockpile of those is very good. Water, obviously. People don't need to drink, thankfully. You don't have to worry about thirst. You do have to worry about hunger, though. And water is used in cooking food. It's also used to brew moonshine and other alcohol, which is very good. And herbs can be used to make medical supplies and roll up cigarettes. Good mid to late game, early game, meh. Not bad. Not great. You can go clear that up. Yeah, best to get people started on the things now because without a shovel, those debris piles can take a while to clear. Okay. Okay, so parts, again, another building material. They're used in workshops predominantly, as well as repairing some like armor and stuff. Pretty useful for most constructions. You can get by without it, but you're not going to really thrive without it. So good stockpile of that is useful. And electronic parts, same thing as parts for the most part, except used in some of the more top tier stuff. The highest level upgrades and stuff require electronic parts. So again, a good late game item, but early game, you can skip out of it if you need inventory space. But again, we're at home, so we're just going to pocket everything. Can you adopt the children and turn them into soldiers to conquer the wastes? No, the game is not that dark. You can adopt children. You can adopt the children and actually teach them to do things like, you know, cook food, make fuel, roll up cigarettes for some reason. I don't fully understand why you'd want to teach children that, but okay. But no, you cannot send them out to murder people. The game is not that dark. Okay, raw food, obviously, it's food. And then more parts, water, and electronic parts. Food, obviously, I shouldn't need to explain what food does. Okay, more herbs, components of wood, very nice. Alright. We scavenged most of the piles we can get to. Yeah, for now, so let's go down here. We always start with a workbench and a chair. The chair people can sit in. It makes the shelter more comfortable, which makes them happier. Other than that, it doesn't really do much. But the workbench is where we make all of our stuff. So these are all the various things we can make with, as well as the components we need to make them. So first thing we're going to make is a bed. People like to sleep, and they prefer to sleep on beds instead of the floor. Also, if you have someone who's sick or wounded, you can place them in a bed, and they will slowly recover over time without medication. That being said, it's not really the best method. If they're badly wounded or sick, then doesn't matter how long they sleep in a bed. Without medical supplies, they'll die. But if they've only got a scratch or they're slightly sick, they can generally stick them in a bed, and they'll recover on their own time. And then obviously, people just need to sleep just because they need to sleep. And they prefer to sleep on beds, as I said before, so I'm going to build one bed for now. I'll eventually want to get 2 beds, but we don't have the materials to make 2 beds. Okay. One of my old headphone cables just fell for no reason. God damn you, gravity. Okay, more components in wood. That's good. Marco, what are you doing, Marco? I don't know. East, it's warm. Yes, it is warm. Heat is something we'll need to keep in mind later on. Yes, we are lucky it's not cold. Okay, next thing we're going to build is, not a crude stove, a metal workshop. A metal workshop will let us produce tools like crowbars, shovels, knives, you know, all sorts of stuff. The metal workshop is very important to have around. That pile's done. Ooh, we got a lockpick. A lockpick can be used to open a locked door or crate. Single-use item, because apparently our people stuck at preserving things, but it opens things quietly, unlike the crowbar, which makes a hell of a lot of noise. More on that later. Yeah, lockpick's very useful. And as you can see, a bunch of the doors just went up like that. See that little icon? That means these are locked, and we'll need a lockpick to get through them. I don't really want to waste our lockpick, though, so I'm going to leave those for now until we can build a crowbar. Because a crowbar can be used multiple times before breaking. Ooh, a jewelry piece. Okay, jewelry is very useful in 2 ways. First, it's a valuable trading item. There is trading in this game, and jewelry is a pretty good item, especially early in the game, to trade. However, jewelry also serves a second function in the Anniversary Edition. If you get 8 of them, it can get you a second way out of the city rather than just waiting out the war to end, which gives you a second ending, but more on that later. I probably won't go for that ending just because I want to ride this game out to the end, but, you know, if it comes up, I'll at least explain it. But yeah, jewelry is the key to getting that ending if you so choose. Okay, so now we've built metal workshop. We can make ourselves a shovel, crowbar, or lockpick. Knife, we don't have the parts to make. Gonna hold off on that for now, though. One component short, really? For God's sake. Well, gonna have to hold off on a rainwater collector, which is very important. That's how we produce water reliably, which I said before, you kind of need. Moonshine still we can make, but it'd take all of our components, half our wood, and all of our parts. Moonshine is a very good training item. Somewhat easy to make, all things considered, but yeah, I don't think we have the components to do that. I'm gonna build a radio, actually. A radio lets us listen in on radio frequencies, which, you know, not only makes our people happier, but it also gives us a prior warning of things like winter, or bandit attacks, or military movements, or trade prices, stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna make a radio, and I'm going to plop it down over there. Bruno, I thought I told you to pick that up. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Pavel, you don't really have anything to do, so you can just sit in a chair. Actually, no. Marco, you go rest in bed, because you're slightly sick. Yeah, Pavla can start building shit. Considering you're perfectly fine. See, now that he's in bed, he's recovering. It's pretty slow, and you need to keep people in bed pretty much all the time overnight and stuff, but hey, better than nothing. Especially since we don't have any medication, so... Alright. Rebel leader instructed us to warn listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. Yes, do not go for shoulders or shooting people, that's generally a bad idea. So yeah, you tune radios just like the old, old style. You rotate the dial, you got city news, which is general stuff. Classical music, which, music. Weather channel, the upcoming name should still be warm and nice and warm for a stroll in the park. And then over here, we have Radio 1, which is, again, more new stuff. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels to lift the siege of Pagorn, the city remains cut off. Government forces not allowed any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands, and its people will suffer because of it. So yeah, those are the main 3 radio channels we listen to. There's also 2 music channels, Radio Santa over there. I usually just keep this radio on classical music because I think it makes people happier. Not 100% sure on it though, so eh. Can we make anything else? We could make a second bed, but I don't really need one right now. Up here we've got our things, which pretty much gives us our inventory. It also gives us our thoughts on the shelter and things we should probably keep our mind of. More on that later. Can we make anything here? We can make a shovel, but again, I don't really feel like making a shovel. Yeah, I think that's about all we can do, really. I mean, even after Bruno finished clearing that pile of crap, I mean, we'd have to use lockpicks anywhere else, so I'm just going to hit this button that says End Day. And thankfully, if people are doing something, if you click End Day, well, they'll keep doing it, and they may finish it, like with Bruno. Okay, so now we can go scavenge. But first off, we have to tell our people what to do. So over here we have people's backpack size. Everyone has a different backpack size that can't be increased in any way, shape, or form. I guess it depends more on strength than the size of the backpack. 10, which is what Bruno has, is the normal one for most people. Pavla has 12, which is slightly better, and it's what most other people have. There are a few people who have 8, mainly elderly and stuff. Mirko has 15. He is the only one who has 15, and there's one other person who has a backpack of 17, which is the highest in the game. Oh, that person is also slower than normal. So we're going to send Marco out to be our scavenger. Now, you can only have one scavenger go out at a time for some reason. I don't fully understand that, honestly. I don't know why 2 or more people can't go out and scavenge together, but hey, I guess balancing reasons. Everyone else stays at the shelter. Now, we're going to put Pavla on guard because he is perfectly well and good. Now, guard, obviously, excuse me, obviously, people will try, eventually people may see you come across our house and say, oh, that looks interesting. Let's see if there's anything in there. And may try to steal stuff from you. You need people on guard to prevent that, obviously. So you always want to have one person on guard if you can help it. Otherwise, things may go down. The rest of the people can sleep either on the floor or in a bed. They prefer to sleep in a bed, obviously. And Bruno we're going to have sleep because he is slightly wounded, so that should help him recover. Now that we know what people are going to do, these are our locations. These are our 3 starting locations. More will open up as we progress through the game. So, First, we have the looted gas station. This is one of the very first places people looted while fleeing from the city. There had been a few hour-long ceasefire intended to clear the whole area from civilians, but it was broken, and many people died, though neither side claimed responsibility for this to this day. Despite heavy shelling of the whole district, the station is in surprisingly defensive safe. It may have been looted, but it might still be worth checking out. Some food, huge amount of materials, some meds, lots of weapons, lots of parts. So yeah, this is pretty much just telling you what you can expect to find here. Quiet house. It's in a burning estate that remains almost untouched. It's a calm area of little houses with porches and gardens. Most of those houses are still inhabited. People are trying to lead normal lives there. We've got nothing to look for there unless we're looking to steal. Yeah, lots of food, lots of meds, lots of parts. However, we would have to steal from people. Now, we can make immoral choices like that, no problem, but our characters will get sad and eventually depressed, and then eventually leave or kill themselves if nothing happens. So, yeah. We're going to not do that. There are some people who are less resistant to this. Marco is pretty sensitive to that sort of stuff, so if we kill anyone, he's going to have a breakdown. Bruno, on the other hand, does not give two fucks. You can massacre half a city block, and he'll probably be fine with it, if it means getting stuff to survive. But yeah, the game... this is one thing I will say about the game. The game definitely favors moral choices. I mean, you can do the immoral stuff, but you're going to pay a price for it in terms of morality. And I do wish there was a system where you could just say, you know what? Screw morality. We're going to be assholes, and we're going to like it. You know, just for a change of pace, because the game does feel unnecessarily biased towards the moral choices. There are big consequences for doing, you know, immoral stuff, even though it might be necessary to survive. It's something you can consider, but if you just want to play as a bandit group, I mean, it is annoying. And finally, St. Mary's Church. St. Mary's Church is a place of meetings for the local community. Police Orlick is known for its charitable work and offering refuge to the poor. You might have something to give away or trade. The vestry behind the church is devastated and abandoned. We could find useful materials there. Some food, huge amount of materials, some meds, lots of parts. Possible trade, caution advised. Okay. Possible trade, obviously, you can trade with someone there. So if we bring stuff to that place, we can trade with them there, get new things. Caution advised means you can go there, people aren't going to kill you on sight, but watch your step. If you do anything wrong, whether deliberately or inadvertently, you're going to start getting shot at. Caution advised means, caution advised. If you're going to go in there to cause problems, come armed. If you go in there just to talk, watch your step. Now, we're going to go to the looted gas station. It is a safe location with a lot of supplies. All starts have at least one location that's easy to access, easy to get supplies in, not really, dangerous. So we're going to go there first, because, we just want to get some supplies, get our footing before we start tackling any dangerous stuff or anything. Now, once we pick our scavenger, we can take supplies and equipment from our inventory. Obviously, this takes up space in our backpack, so that means we can carry less stuff from the field. But we can take things like a lockpick if we wanted to unlock something. If we had a shovel, we can take that. For now, I'm not going to take anything, because honestly, the only thing that would be worth taking is a lockpick, and I don't feel like we need it. Looks like people are drained at dry since it didn't blow up after the shelling. Alright. Probably mention how the time works. Okay. So yeah, days start at 6 a.m. and end at 8 p.m. Nights start at 9 p.m. and at 5 a.m. You want to make sure your person leaves by 9 p.m. or 5 a.m. Otherwise, they get lost, take longer to get back home, and probably will end up injured. So yeah, watch your time when you're out scavenging and make sure you've got enough to get back to the exits. Okay. So we got components, parts, and wood. Very nice. And now that we're out in the field instead of at home, we do have to worry about how much crap we're carrying because, we're going to fill our backpack up pretty quickly. Alright, as you can see, these components only stack in groups of 4, so every 4 components means we're carrying an extra space in the inventory now. Broken toy. A broken toy is used for children. They can be used to make toys for children, which keep them entertained. We don't have any children, and we probably won't get some for now, so I'm going to leave the broken toy there. Come back for it later if I really need to. And here we've got Ooh, a quality roll-up. This is a cigarette. This is a pretty good trading item, although if you have anyone who's a smoker, they will consume them at home. Unfortunately, Bruno is a smoker, which means he'll consume it if we bring it. So we're leaving it here. We've got some electronic parts, and we've also got weapon parts. Weapon parts are used to repair guns, make knives, saw blades, hatchets, you know, weapons, essentially, like the name implies. So, very useful if you want to make, for repairing guns and stuff, making knives, you know, weapons. Weapon parts make weapons. What else is new? And we've got a debris here, okay. So you see these little waves coming off from you? Those are your sound waves. Certain activities like running, clearing debris, crowbarring a door, attacking someone, it'll make sound. If there's anyone else within earshot, they'll come and investigate. So if you're trying to sneak through an area, move quietly, move slowly, and don't do anything that's going to make a heck of a lot of noise. Unless you're trying to attract someone's attention to stab them in the back, at which point make all the noise. Also over here we have two new icons, Scavenge and Fist. Basically Scavenge. Currently we're in Scavenge mode. Basically we can loot supplies, move around, all that stuff. We switch to Fists, we go into combat mode. At this point we can't scavenge stuff, but we can, punch people in the face or shoot them. We can also see our health bar, and the health bar of anyone else. Combat in this game is a little wonky, especially melee combat. It's very weird of how it works. You could have someone on the brink of death, and they'll still beat you down to the brink of death before you kill them. Gunplay is a little better, but obviously you need a gun and some bullets. See, I don't try and get into direct fights if I can avoid it. I prefer just to stab people in the back or shoot them in the face. I don't like getting into prolonged melee combat if I can avoid it. But yeah, obviously and I think if you're in combat mode, it appears as threatening to other people. I'd assume so at the very least. If someone was coming at me with their dukes up, I'd be at least mildly concerned. Okay, roll up cigarette. Meh, it's a shittier cigarette. Fertilizer, I think we passed over this before. Spam, click, and pray. Yeah, that's pretty much the combat system in a nutshell, Patrick. Spam, click, and pray. Yeah, fertilizer. It can be used. It's only really useful if you build a vegetable garden. You can use these to grow herbs and eventually vegetables. Other than that, it can be used to set traps. We're going to leave it to be weapon parts, more electronic parts, and we've got a book. A book keeps people happy. They can read the book and take their mind off things, or you can burn it and use it for fuel if you're that desperate. This area is safe, so I don't mind splinting around. You see that red dot? That's a sound wave. That means we've heard something. Now, it could either be a person walking around, or it could be a rat. Or it could be a wind or a curtain flapping in the wind. You don't know until you get eyes on it, but whenever you see red sound waves like that, move cautiously. There are ways to tell if it's a person or a rat or something. Generally, if it goes to a door and the door doesn't open, it's probably a rat. If it's not moving at all, it might be a curtain. If it's not moving and at a window, it might be a curtain, I should say. Okay. This little magnifying glass is a note. Basically, we click on that, and we can read stuff. There's a note under the table, not actually hidden, but it could be easily missed. From the style of handwriting, you can tell it was written by a woman. In a hurry. Milizos. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I could not wait any longer. I hid some jewelry inside the books. Ooh. Look for them in the basement, inside curtain boxes, behind the bar doors. Use it, stay alive, please. God bless you, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, these notes, sometimes they're just backstory stuff that's a good read, but nothing else. Other times, they can provide hints to where loot is. When you find the note and read it, that loot spot actually becomes available. The loot will not be available until you read this note. Now we know where the stuff is, we can go and get it later. The store is barred, but it's barred from this side, so we can easily just, rip the bars off. Ooh, bandages and herbal meds. These are useful. Bandages are obviously used to dress wounds. If someone's wounded, you can give them a bandage. This will help them heal. Herbal meds will also do the same thing, except it works for sickness. Herbal meds are not as good as real meds, but they are cheaper, easier to find. They only work on slightly sick people, though, like Marco. So it won't work on someone who's more sick. Yeah, it's not as effective either way. Okay, eye icon lets us peer through the door's keyhole and confirm, yes, that is indeed a rat. Let's rip these barricades off. 30 minutes into the stream, my throat's already dying. Goddamn, I'm talking a lot. Okay, you see that? This is an iron grate. We need a saw blade to get through this. Unfortunately, we cannot make a saw blade, and will not be able to until we make a level 2 workbench. So we're not getting in there for a while. I'll leave this stuff for now. This is gunpowder. This can be used to make your own bullets. This is a ways off though, so I'm just going to leave this here. Because we need a level 3 metal workbench before we can make stuff. Okay. I probably should mention when I picked this up, sugar is used to make alcohol. That's about it. Got some raw food. We got some vegetables. Vegetables in among themselves can't be cooked into food, but they can combine with raw food to make more food. Essentially, it means you can double the amount of food you make without doubling the same amount of raw food if you have vegetables. Okay. I'm going to leave the book here for now, and I'm going to fill up on sugar. I'm going to leave the vegetables for now. Oh, God. Excuse me, like I said, my throat is already dying on me. Oh boy. More wood. Grab as much wood as I can. I'll leave the electronic parts because I won't be needing those for a while. Now, our backpack's full, but I'm still going to search around the area, see if there's anything else I would like to take, or if there's any stacks I can fill up. Because, you know, if I find any more herbal meds or bandages or a weapon part, or normal parts even, I can stack them up. What's this? This poor man had been caught by the shelling. What was he doing here? Probably scavenging. Like you. More parts. Fill that stack out. Tear these barricades off. Pull up on parts, so I can't grab any more. A lot of components here, though. And this is the last one. Okay, nothing else. Okay, let's get out of here. Run to exit, because we searched everywhere we can, except for the place we can't get to. And Marco is back. Day 2. Here, the bandages. Don't ask me. I mean, you took them from an abandoned gas station. Night was calm. This is where you learn if you got raided or not. We did not. You rarely ever get raided on the first day, but, you know, it's never hurt to be careful. Marco. You are hungry, but I'm not going to feed you today. People can actually go every other... I'm only going to feed people every other day, because these people can actually go 2 days before they go from hungry to very hungry. So they only need to get fed every other day, essentially. I feed people on odd days. If we eventually get enough food, I will feed people every day, but currently, no, because A, it burns through food very quickly, and B, they just go back to hungry the next day anyway, so it's not really useful. Check our radio. Nothing new. Could make a knife, we might do it, but first off I want to make a crowbar so we can actually get into some places. Still got a lot of this house to clear up. I can't make either of these, but I will make a crude stove because we will need to cook something tomorrow. Stove, obviously, is where we make food. I could give Marco the herbal meds, but even though they got medications, I think people need to be resting in bed for that to work the best for them, so yeah, I'm going to hold off on that for now because I do want Marco to keep scavenging, because he's got the massive backpack size. So I'm going to hold off on that for now, and Bruno is only slightly wounded. I can just heal that by having him sleep during the night. I don't need to waste my bandage for that. Rather save it for when someone actually gets wounded. That one's open up. Let's get this one. Could open this up now, but I could have Pablo do it when he's finished with this area. I wish we could take that tank. That would make our life a lot easier. Or hell, even just take the machine gun off the tank. Just strap it on the freaking front of the building. And there might be another question, but hey, I mean, you know, there's a machine gun on the front door. I'm pretty sure people will think twice before challenging that. I may want to build a second bed now, though I don't have the components to do that anyway, so we'll save that for later. I guess we'll see what's behind these cabinets before... If we find enough components, I might make a second bed. And Pablo, you are done. Let's go ahead and open this up. Ooh, another bandage, some herbs, and a couple of books. Nice. We gotta be happy we have books now. It is set in Eastern Europe. Yes, I know that. I mentioned in the beginning it was based on the... I forget exactly what the war was called, but it was in the late 80s or the 90s. I think it was Serbia, Bosnia. I don't know. It was the civil war that happened there. That machine gun might not be enough. True. Maybe we can take the tank cannon. Another lockpick, book and some food. Let's see, assign cabinet number 3. Ooh, real medications. These will work on any level of sickness, and they work better than herbal meds, but obviously they're much rarer, much harder to get. Order, more books. But it was in Bosnia. Okay, yeah. I knew it was. I knew the region. I just can't remember the exact name of the war. So can I make anything else? Why am I sending Bruno down here? Pablo's already down here, and he's faster. Bruno, you go sit in a chair. I can make another chair. You don't really want to do that. Make fuel. I have no need to do that. I can make a lockpick. I have no need to do that either. So, yeah, I think that'll be it. Now let's just end the day. And as you can see, we've got 2 more locations. We've got the supermarket. The store supplied the whole neighborhood before the latter turned into a war zone. Since the area is under military control, it might be dangerous to do groceries there. Still, that might be worth the risk because there should be a lot of groceries left. Lots of food, lots of materials, some meds, weapons and parts. Danger. Danger is a step up behind caution. It means that if you go there, expect trouble. So yeah, dangerous areas, be cautious, come in armed. And then airport. The last plane left a long time ago. Now the airspace over Pogorn is closed for civilian traffic, and the army shoots down any offenders. They keep a permanent outpost and control power. Lots of food, lots of materials, meds, danger. So yeah, 2 new areas, both dangerous. We're just going to go to the gas station again. There's still plenty of stuff there. We could take the crowbar. I'm not going to because I didn't see anything that was unlocked that would need to be locked, or unlocked rather. And a crowbar does count as an improvised weapon. You can use it to smack someone on the head with, and if you leave it at your home, they can use it to smack any raiders on the head with. Not as good as a knife or gun, but hey, better than nothing. This has a broken toy in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. I'll leave the electronic part for now. I don't really need it. I don't really need any of this, honestly. I need parts, I need wood, and I need components. Alongside anything else that looks interesting. I'll take these components, but I'll leave the gunpowder. That's locked there, so once I get through this, I'll need to bring a crowbar. Take the vegetables, definitely. Take the sugar. I'll take the 2 water as well, just because water is very useful. Especially right now, because I don't have a rainwater collector, so I can't make it myself. Another broken toy. Another red dot over there. Wood. We'll leave the electronic parts for now. Oh, hello, don't mind me. I was taking care of an old friend of mine. Guy upstairs. A fresh grid allows a carefully folded little origami flower on the ID of a man named Milazos. Oh. I guess that was that guy. Huh. Well, means those jewels are ours. Could be ours for taking. Take that stuff. I think that'll be it for now. You don't deserve to be crow food. Nobody does. Take care of yourself. You too, mystery man. Let's see, I want to try to get some parts to last my inventory space. Like there were still a couple around. Yeah. That gives us 24 components, 10 wood. So yeah, let's go up here. I think there was a part in here too. Probably still got one more run left in this place even before I need to come back with a saw blade, but maybe we'll see. And another night completed. And this night I had a really good haul. Look at what I got. All the things. We were raided! Ooh, someone came to our camp. Ooh. Someone tried to rob us. They must have been more scared than us, so we managed to fend them off. We had some weapons, but not enough for everyone. Bruno was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We should put more people on guard. Or, you know, give them proper weapons. I mean, yeah, Bruno has a deep wound. Yeah. If we don't have enough people on guard or don't have enough weapons, then people might get wounded. We might have things get stolen. So Bruno is now fully wounded. I'm going to have him get some bandages. So he could probably use them. Marco can go to sleep. And yeah, I'm gonna make a rainwater collector. Now, what this will do is this will allow us to start producing, you know, water by collecting rain. Ignore the fact that it is currently positioned under a roof, under floors. It will still get rain all the same. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a bunch of holes above it. But yeah, this is the main, this is going to be our main source of water right here. Okay, so now wounded Bruno is bandaged, so that combined with a bit of rest should heal him up. And now we can cook some food. We need some fuel, so I'm going to make 3 fuel and go ahead and start cooking. Alright, so we can start producing water now that we have this. We need a filter. Filters are 3 components each, and it produces 4 water over the course of about 5.5 hours. Very nice. I'm also going to produce the second bed now because, now that we've started getting things going, we need to start having 2 people sleep at a time. So, bed number 2, make. People also like it having more than 1 bed, so it makes them happier. You can sit down later, Bruno. Right now you need to cook food. Because you cook food with less fuel and less water than everyone else. Oh yeah, I forgot to click on people's bios. You can actually click on their bios, learn a little bit about them, and then as things happen, you can learn more about their personalities, their views on actions, and, more about their backstory. Before this whole mess begun, I lived with my wife and son in a better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they are okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs a football player doing more? I mean, if you need to tackle somebody, nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last, so I scavenge rumors like everyone else, hoping for the best. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I even had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I have not. I visited beautiful places where I filmed cooking exquisite dishes. Well, that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky if you can get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice. Who knows how long this war is going to last. It also mentions here, you're a smoker. You consume cigarettes. There are also people who drink coffee, and they'll consume any coffee we bring back. Then Marco. I thought I'd been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I've entered blazing buildings and saved lives more times than I care to remember. But back then, people teamed up against a common foe, namely the fire. Nowadays, your former neighbors can kill you just because your grandparents spoke a different language than us. This is true hell on earth. Yeah. Someone's at the door. Ooh, the trader. Now, every 3 days or so, you will get a trader coming to our door who will offer to trade stuff with us. This is better than the trade we get in the field because it runs off our own house inventory, which means, we get access to all our stuff. We don't have to worry about pesky inventory limits. And we're all good and dandy there. So let's see what he got. Water, parts, components, bullets. Not that we have a gun. We don't have much to trade ourselves, but I am going to trade the jewelry because, like I said, I'm not going for that other ending. I want these vegetables because, vegetables lets us extend our food supply more. And I want the water because, it's going to cost components otherwise to make water. Excuse me. Yeah, it tells you at the bottom here what the price is or how much it's worth. I don't really have much else I can trade for at the moment, so I'm just going to trade for this. Give him the diamond, get some vegetables and a bit of water. Yeah, we'll be able to get more out of him once we get more stuff, but as for now, that's about all we could do. Got our second bed, and our rainwater collector. I'm also going to go ahead and make a knife. Cost all the weapon parts and nearly all of our remaining components, but a knife is a proper weapon. It doesn't have durability, and it'll give our people a better odds of defending themselves. No, I don't believe we can make much of anything. No. Bruno does need to make a meal for Marco. Gonna make a single portion for him. And I'm actually just gonna have him get up for now because he needs to go up there to grab it anyway. And he's gonna spend the rest of the night in bed because, sickness. Bruno, you can go sit down. Actually, no, check the radio. I guess Mark could have done it if he was going to go that way, but eh. I'm going to go have Bruto sit down, and while he's doing that, I'm going to refill my drink of water because my throat is dying on me. I'll be back momentarily. And I am back with more water. And perfect timing, Pavla's done sleeping, so I'm going to have Bruno get in bed now so he can recover a bit more. Probably end the day. Okay, no new locations opened up. Pavla, you're guarding. Bruno, you're sleeping. Marco, you're scavenging. Do you want to go back to the gas station now? There should still be enough stuff there to warrant another visit, but... Could go to the church. Yeah, let's go to the gas station again. I know there's at least components and wood there, which we need right now. Nothing I'm using those two off the top of my head. Probably not much in this group either, but hey. Good to check. Yeah, I'll take the electronic part, why not? Book. Unfortunately, I cannot throw it at someone, but I can read it or use it for fuel if I'm desperate. Nothing out here, thought not. Components I will take. I'm taking all that wood. And one more pile up here. Okay, we've got room for one more item. I'm gonna go back and grab all the fertilizer that we passed. Might be useful later on. Fertilizer get. There's only gunpowder in there, which I don't need right now. Only got herbs. You've only got a broken toy. Yeah, there's basically nothing left here until I come back with the crowbar and other thing. Saw blade. I should be able to clean this place out with one more go once I come back with the required tools. Now, plenty of fine stuff. Night was calm. Good. Bruno is now only slightly wounded. That's good. Ooh. All the shelling, sniper fire, and lack of supplies makes you want to hide away, sit down and cry. We cannot let them crush our spirit. We have to show them that we can't take away our dignity. It's difficult here, but you know how we did it in our street? Yeah, this is the backstory thing. Every few days or so at random intervals, you get a bit more of a character's backstory. Bruno, I know you're wounded and recovering, but you need to get up so that Pablo can sleep. You need to do things, okay. Could make a moonshine still. That would allow us to start making moonshine to trade with people. Let's take to upgrade this. More components than I have. Okay, that answers that question. Can make a shovel. If we encounter any large piles of crap in the field, we might need to remove them that way. I think I'm gonna make a moonshine still. Starting to produce moonshine, we can start trading that stuff, and then, you know, once we start trading it, well, we can start getting more things from the traders. Eat through a lot of our supplies, though, but I can still make a shovel if I wanted to, I think. Well, I might make a filter so I can get a bit more water. Decisions. Okay. So we can make moonshine using sugar and water, and we're going to have Bruno make the moonshine because his cooking ability also translates to this. See, I'm going to make 3 fuel for 3 moonshine, and then I'm going to make a filter and put it in this thing, because that's going to consume a fair bit of water, and we'll need some for tomorrow. Alright, moonshines are going. Someone to the door. Hey, I need help, please open. 1 second, I am finishing the moonshine. Yeah, moonshine, like I said, very good at trading. You can also drink it to remove depression. Because, you know, the solution to all problems with depression involves liberal amounts of alcohol. And later on, you can distill it to make better alcohol for medical stuff. You help board up my windows. That means I live nearby with my daughter. I've heard rumors of looters pillaging houses and raping women. I can lock the doors, but they can get in through the windows. Can you help me board them up? My husband was taken by the rebels in their first years of the war and hasn't returned yet. We're all alone. Please help us. Okay. Now, besides traders, we'll also get other neighbors who come up to our door wanting us to do things. Hello, Sea Lily. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, anyway, we get people coming to our doors who want help. Sometimes they'll be good, sometimes they'll be bad. I'm going to do this one. That means Pablo's gonna have to go, means we won't have Bruno at the shelter for the day, but he's already done what he needs to do. And, you know, with this, we will eventually, it makes people happy when we do the right thing. And it sometimes gets us rewards at the end. Glad we decided to help our neighbor in need. Supporting each other is important. Neighbor is right to ask for help. Will make her house more secure. Yeah, Bruno's going off to help, you know, board up the house. And yeah, once Pablo wakes up, we'll get him to make the filter I was talking about. Nope, I didn't want you to get up. I wanted to click on Marco. Go back to sleep. Okay, so he's then being tired, so now he's just recovering from illness. Fine by me. Probably you are up, so let's go make ourselves a filter. I'm hungry. Yes, you are. Suck it up. You can eat tomorrow. And filter go. And let's go check the radio as well. We haven't done that yet. New thing. The city of Berdora is suffering extreme shortages of even the most vital supplies. If this goes on, people will soon become scavengers, scouring the city for anything of use. Yeah, you're about 4 days too late on that one. Moonshine's done. I'm gonna have you make 3 fuel real fast. Yes, real fast. Real fast, just because we'll need it for tomorrow. 'Cause we'll be cooking food tomorrow. I think after 5 years of doing this, my throat would get adjusted to talking a lot, but nope. And I can't make anything else here, so we're just going to end the day. No new locations, so... Looted gas station's not worth the trip, so... I don't want to steal. We don't really need to steal right now. Dangerous, dangerous. Could try trading with the priest. Let's just go and say hi. Grab any loose materials, see what the priest has got on offer. When I was a child, I would come here with my parents. Okay. Ooh, lots of things. I will take. A man's trash, another man's treasure. Holy crap, all the things. Welcome, we haven't robbed recently, so we have little left. Okay, that accent. Well, I guess we are in Europe, Eastern Europe, so I guess it's semi-appropriate. Doesn't make it any less offensive, though. My flock sleeps beneath the church, please don't disturb them. So, shall we trade? Yes, what do you have? Ooh, you actually take my wood. Phrasing. Very, very much phrasing. You got... Ooh, books, lots of books. Okay, you've got some interesting stuff. I might come back another day. Or probably not. Yeah, let's not go that way. That's private areas. I need an iron bar to get through here, and whew, a shovel might be useful. Only dirt and trash, so I guess we're going above ground. Ooh, a note. There's a mark on the wall and a few words. Here lies Roxy, the best dog in the world. Poor puppy. What I'm thinking about, you don't get pets in this game. That'd be kind of interesting. Okay, this door is boarded up from the other side, so we're going up the top way. Sounds like someone's having a bad day. Broken toy. Meh. Debris. Maybe I can still find something useful here. There's someone else here. We're not alone. Let's very slowly clear this debris pile. I'm probably going to want a shovel if I want to go through, check this area. Although I probably won't saw the thing open because, you know, I could just go through this way. Not that challenging. Come on, hurry up, Marco. Don't have all day for this. And you do have a fair bit of crap on you already. What are the main things we need right now? Oh, hi there. You have a gun. Oh, hello. Don't be afraid. I'm just looking around, or something like that. I'll take the parts, leave the other crap. Yeah, just looking around. Yeah, this guy's armed, but he's not hostile. Good. Because all I've got is my Fist of Fury. And that's not going to win a fight against the gun. Man with gun beats man with Fist of Fury any day of the week. Check all here. What's up here? An area with an iron grate. Okay. So I'll have to come back with that later. I won't take it anymore. Okay, don't have mental breakdown and start shooting randomly while I'm here. Please, thank you. I'd very much prefer not to be shot in the face hole. Definitely want to shovel if I come down there. Nothing but crap. Paraphrasing what he said. Once the cold front hits, heat will be a necessity. Yeah, I know. I played this game before. I know how much of a pain winter can be. Okay, it's getting close to 3 a.m. That's generally... 3 a.m. is generally the point where I start considering my exit plan. I still have one more inventory space. Not really much else around here, though. Let's check this pile over here. Let's grab the electronic part that was there. That's about all I can get. And then we boogie on out of here. Ah, that was a good trip. Got plenty of materials. Day 5. Bruno helped her neighbor board up her house and returned safely. Sure, Captain Falcon with his Fist of Fury. Yeah, then you have no problem. Just Falcon punched a guy into oblivion. Fortunately, I am Marco, not Captain Falcon. Right, let's get people start sleeping and, you know, get some food made. Most animals have disappeared on the streets. Keep that in mind when buying meat from dubious sources. Okay. Okay, got enough food for today, but we'll need to start looking for some more food very soon. We should go to Trader tomorrow if the schedule lines up, but... Much out of water, though, so I need to make a couple of filters. There's still 3 components to sort. God damn it. I need 30 to make the upgraded metal bench. Yeah, leave that, those 2. Yeah, we'll make a shovel. I'll need it if I want to further explore the church area. I do not feel like spending 6 days digging through all that crap. There was a guy in the basement of the previous place. Yeah, it was the same guy we saw before. Yeah, he's one of those people that you won't do anything threatening to you, but if you start trouble with him, he does have a gun. So I'm not planning on starting trouble with him. And yeah, the shovel also counts as improvised melee weapon, so you can punch someone in the face with it, or more accurately, beat them over the head with it. We've made mostly everything from this. Yeah, I was talking about the church south basement. Yeah. Probably want to make 2 filters today, because we are very low on water, but we'll make 1 for now and just get it started. Get it started again. Let's get it started again. Not gonna make any moonshine because we're very low on water. Can't upgrade this because component lacking. We're gonna make our second filter. Pav's rested, so we'll get him up. We'll also get Marco up, because he needs to eat. Bruno can go to sleep. You know what? I'm actually going to have Marco take these herbal meds. I'm going to have Marco take a break tonight. And Pav's going to go out and scavenge. Mainly because I want to get rid of this sickness, because it's starting to annoy me. And, you know, I'm not planning on hitting a mother lode at that place without the saw blades anyway. I can't make a heater. Can I upgrade this? I could, but it would consume, well, a whole lot of crap that I don't really want to use. I want to upgrade this. I need 16 more components to do. And now we wait for this to finish so I can swap the filters. While we're waiting for that water to finish, I'm gonna go get more water for myself because my throat is dying again. I'll be back. Alright, and I am back. Got my water. Now let's get these guys water. Or more of these guys water. Probably won't be doing any moonshine brewing tomorrow either, just because of the water requirements. Although I can only make 2 more moonshine anyway with the sugar I've got. I guess we'll see what tomorrow holds. Ooh, new locations. Let's see, military outposts. Those who aim at each other during the day often trade with each other at night. These soldiers have a lot of goods and are willing to trade, especially for alcohol or cigarettes, but be careful, you never know what to expect from them. Druids, med, blah blah blah. So yeah, this is a good place you can go if you want to trade weapons and stuff. I've never tried to steal from here though, and I don't plan on it. I don't plan on pissing off the military right now. Semi-detached house, half of it is in ruin, but there are people living on the other half. They don't seem friendly. At night you can sometimes hear shots fired from there. We could preferably scout the abandoned part for supplies so we manage to sneak past the inhabited part. Lots of stuff, danger. We're having bad luck finding safe places to go scavenging. Ah well, we'll go back to the church for now. Go ahead and take our shovel with us. And we'll consider those other places in a later time. First things first, let's start clearing these debris piles because this is where all the loot is pretty much right now. Most of the rest of the stuff is either locked behind crap or, behind this stuff. Or it's just crap. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Yeah, you can see we have a shovel. Now debris we're getting clear much faster. I'll leave the rest for later. I don't know what else I may find down here. Maybe cool things, other cool things that I want. Oh, there's also this area. We never checked this area. Probably check this area. It's in the filing cabinet. Ooh. Bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I'll take these parts. Parts are always useful. And clear this. More parts. I will take it. Let's see, is there anything else on, above, on ground level or above? Hello there. If not, I'm just going to grab another stack of components and be on my way. There's stuff in there, but I don't think it's a particular note. I think this is just broken toys. Yeah, broken toys. Can't get up there without a saw blade. That's a roll-up cigarette. I'm actually gonna take the roll-up cigarettes. Why? Because supposedly the trader's gonna come tomorrow, and I can trade them off before Bruno has a chance to smoke them. Hopefully that's enough component. Yeah, I had 14 back at home, I think. Plus 20, that should give me enough components to upgrade the metal workbench. Means I can finally start making saw blades. And if I don't have enough, if the trader comes by, I can trade for more. I'm pretty sure that the stairs went down. Pav went straight. Okay. Apparently Pavle can defy gravity, if my eyes were not deceiving me. Okay, that was interesting. Moving on. We've been raided. Oh, Bruno's been wounded again. Bruno, stop getting wounded. I used to be an optimist, one of those people who swore that war wouldn't come. Wars happen far away in third world countries. So I thought. Even when I was listening to the news getting scarier day by day, I did not believe all that was about to happen. Hey, Marco is no longer sick. Bruno, you can go get bandages. You need them. And Marco, you go and... yes, upgrade this. It's gonna consume a lot of supplies, but it's worth it. We're running out of medical supplies along with food now, so we'll need to Trader doesn't give us anything good. Yeah, we'll need to consider what else to do. When Land of Slav defies your Western physics. Oh, we don't have any weapon parts to make saw blades. Boo. But yeah, we can make saw blades, we can make a hatchet, which we can use to chop furniture, and honestly, the hatchet is actually the best melee weapon in the game. It has durability, unlike knife, but it's the only weapon that can backstab someone one-hit kill all the time. And also we can now repair pistols, shotguns, and helmets. Fortunately, with our weapon parts, we're kind of stuck, so... I'm going to just make another filter and get some more water for now. Because water is always useful. Up, there's the trader. I was correct. Let's see what you've got. These are weapon parts and components. And food. Medication. Have everything, really. Okay. Yes, you indeed have everything I'm asking for. Okay. So let's start trading some supplies. One thing with the trader is there is a bit of a markup, obviously, so you need to... it's better to trade in big batches, because then that gets... essentially, the fixed cost gets spread out over more objects, so it's more efficient to trade in larger batches of stuff. As much as I'd like to, I can't really trade for that. I'll take the sugar, though. Okay, we're getting vegetables, which will help us, which will give us enough food for tomorrow, combined with the stuff we already have. We got sugar, water, weapon parts, and components. I will take it. Anything else I can trade? Not really, honestly. Not really else I can, nothing else I can really trade. Just I want to. Alright, let's go ahead and make a saw blade now. Technically we need 2 saw blades, but I'm only going to make 1 for now because in the 2 places that require saw blades, both only require 1. I'd rather keep the components and crap. So yeah, we've got ourselves saw blades. Like lockpick, saw blades are single-use items, so we'll need to keep making them. But they'll allow us to get through those grated doors. Anything new on the radio? No. Okay. We get 2 more weapon parts, we can make ourselves that little saw. Or a hatchet. That's not a saw, that's a hatchet. I'm getting confused now. But yeah, I think that'll be... Let's make... Yeah, let's make 3 fuel, because we'll need it for tomorrow, either way. We'll need 3 fuel for the food tomorrow, so let's go ahead and make that. And end day. Okay. Lots of tools. That's a new one. So, comes down to the question of do I go to the gas station or do I go to the church? I'm going to go to the church because I know there's still plenty of crap there and I know I can turn my backpack out. The gas station, I'm not 100% sure. Plus I'd have to bring a crowbar to the gas station as well. Whereas this, I should only just need the saw blade, which since it's disposable, gets taken out of my inventory afterwards. Aha. Hello, priest. No, I'm still not going to trade with you. Mainly because I don't really have anything. Sorry for sneaking up on you, I just sort of went down the ladder very loudly. I was not sneaking at all, actually. I was actually very loud. It's not my fault if you can't really hear me coming down the ladder. We'll just take everything there. I think there should be enough wood. Yeah, let's just take these components, because components are, for me, are always the big sticking point. I always run out of components before anything else. Unless it's winter, at which point I've run out of wood. If it's winter, it's wood. If it's anything else, it's components. Electronic parts, don't really need those yet. Yeah, that was an incline. Alright, let's get through this. Loot these in this area. I'm just hoping there's something good. Ooh, that's something good. I'll take these parts. Probably also take the electronic parts just because I'm seeing a lot of it. Moonshine. I can trade that. And Jackal here. Okay. So it was worth it, I suppose. Let's take the electronic part in the book. Anything else? Any of these levels? This is just broken toys. There's an electronic part in here. Take the fertilizer because why not? I guess I'll grab more of the wood from here. Never hurts to have some more of that. I can actually trade with him. You know what? Let's see if we have anything to trade. Okay. This is one thing about pathfinding. Even if there's a clear route, they'll always try to take the most direct route, and if that route is blocked, then, well... yeah. It's not that big of an issue. Yeah, we got some extra supplies. I could probably trade with you. Got a lot of stuff. Particular I want. An extra weapon part would be nice. Same with the water. I don't have much inventory space left, so I'll have to watch what I purchase. I mean, that's basically water right there, so I'm going to grab that. And, yeah. Train the moonshine for weapon part and some filters. That's fine by me. Weapon part makes us another saw blade. And, you know, the filters give us more water. Alright. So we're coming up with a full backpack after all, although yeah, not much else to take from that place other than a couple of miscellaneous pieces of crap. So yeah, probably not coming back to the church anytime soon unless it's for trading. Day 7. We survived a week. Or we're going to survive a week if we, you know, make it through the day. Night was calm. Very good. Bruno is doing better. Go ahead and make some food. Actually, first get some water queued up, because that takes a while. Alright, water's queuing up, and now make food. Okay, so we'll need to make another saw blade, that's for certain. But I will probably be going back to the looted gas station now. After tonight, then we'll start thinking out places to go. Because there's not really any safe places left to go at this point, unless something opens up. Nothing new on the radio. We can brew some moonshine. Let's make our saw blade first. Nothing else I can make from here that I really want. Could make a simple heater, and I will have to at some point or another. Could also upgrade this. May end up doing that. And I need fuel to brew moonshine, of course I do. We'll make 3 today. Because we're making water currently. We've already, plus that surplus, we're making water in addition to, you know, the stuff we've got. So we should have plenty of water. Plus we've already made our food for the day, so I have to start considering places that have food left, though, at this point. Because, you know, we're kind of out. I mean, if all goes according to plan, the trader should arrive on the day we're scheduled to make food, so if worst comes to worst, we could probably barter with him, but I'd like to not place my faith entirely on chance. I prefer to have a stockpile. Or not so much a stockpile, just enough for a day. Yep. Marco's done, so we're gonna go rest some more. Try to get that wound healed up. Wait your turn, Pablo. As you know, we've got 2 meals there, only one person can eat at a time. For some reason. Get our other filter going. And yeah, let's upgrade our workbench. Because we'll actually need a fully upgraded workshop to upgrade the metal shop any further. So yeah, let's upgrade this. It's going to take a lot of our remaining materials, but, you know, it's worth it. It allows us to start making some cooler stuff. Yeah, you go sit in the chair. just keeps him in one place, I suppose. And improved workshop complete. We can now board up windows. This will help defend the house. We can make armchairs, broken guitar, herbal workshop and garden, traps for small animals. All very nice stuff. Too bad we're out of parts. Yeah, now I have the improved workbench, so that's good. And that's gonna be it for the day. And nothing new's opened up. I want Marco to scavenge, because even though, you know, you're faster, and it's probably not, he's not gonna fill his backpack up anyway. Pays to be prepared, okay. We need both our crowbar and our saw blade for this one. At this point, I'm just gonna grab everything I pass because, well, we're probably not gonna fill our backpack up with the stuff that's in that room. Hello there, person who, I believe that's Russian. I can't read it in any way, shape, or form, but hello. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, you walk into the thing to get out. I guess that's that. Well, if we learned anything from a few minutes ago, it's physics in this world are iffy. I'm doing very good. How are you? Apologies, I cannot read your name. Alright, we are in. Let's go ahead and crowbar this open. See what's behind this cabinet number 1. This was like jewelry and stuff, right? Ooh. Band-aid, cigarette, bullets, jewels, shell casings, and gunpowder. Shell casings are used alongside gunpowder to make bullets. This is just a better cigarette. Translates to Danella Bona Todas. Okay. Alright. Thank you for the translation. Apologies, my uncultured American ass cannot read Russian. Yeah. Thank you, Danella, for joining the stream. Thank you, Lily, for the assist with the translation. Okay, books and a lot of jewelry. I'll take it. That's a lot of tradable stuff. And some good reading material. And more gunpowder, I suppose. They have been filling our backpack anyway. Ah, nope. Nope. We have successfully looted every odd and end from this gas station. And time to boogie. And never come back here again, because there's literally jack and shit here. Day 8. Now we have survived a week. It's cool. No worries. Alright, don't need to make food today, but unfortunately we did not get much in terms of wood or components, so kind of stuck on that front. We're going to need to do something about we're going to need to do something about food tonight. Otherwise, we're going to have some very hungry people in the morning. Could make a saw blade, but I don't think I need one. I'd rather save the weapon parts for a hatchet. Water. I think we can make one more moonshine. Yeah, if we make the fuel, we can make that one piece of one thing of moonshine. I think I will. How old am I? I'm 21. Okay, so we got that moonshine going. We may go to the military outpost and trade there, because I think they might have food and stuff for sale. And if we don't, we can have that on standby in case we have to go to the trader. Oh. You're listening to Radio Pagora. We've got to announce that our colleague Jovan died this morning. Shot by a sniper on his way to work. He will be missed. Rip Jovan. Well, spokesperson informed us that some districts might become inaccessible to civilians because the government forces are planning to storm the city. They hope to end the fighting before the international intervention. Okay. What that means, and this is the reason we have a radio, soon several positions across the city will become inaccessible because there's going to be heavy fighting. And obviously we don't want to be going towards that. So that means we're going to be even more limited in the places we can go. Fun, we're already low on supplies. I'm not going to make fuel for now because I want to say... do I have other games? Yes, I have a fuckload of other games. I'll make the fuel anyway. I'll need it either way, shape, or form. Alright. What's becoming today? We don't have any filters. I'll make one filter. Get a bit more water. What is it? If you're talking about my other games, I mean... got probably hundreds of games. Between my Steam library, my discs and stuff. I've been playing games since I was 3, 4 years old, and I've kept a fair number of them over the years, so I've got a collection. Not as expensive as some people. There are people who I think own every game in existence, essentially, but it's a pretty good collection. I've got games from most genres: action, RPGs, multi-MMOs, strategy, tactics, shooters. It's a genre of game I probably have at least one example of it. Whether I play it often or not is an entirely different question. And I think that's all we're going to be able to do tonight, so I'm just going to go to sleep. Or end the day, rather. Okay. So this is likely going to be our last day of free scavenging before shit hits the fan. So we've got really 5 options. If we're desperate, we can steal from these people. I'll give it another day before I consider that. If we don't get any food tomorrow, then I'll go here. But other than that, I don't really think we need to. Could go to the military outpost, but I'm not tangling with the military, so that's only going to be a trade thing. And then these 3 locations are all dangerous. Can I say some of the games? I'll get on that when I actually get in the thing. Right now, considering where I'm going. I've been to a lot of these locations, and they aren't too difficult to clear. It's just we don't really have anyone with a good weapon. Or anyone who's good with the weapons we have. But let's go to the supermarket. We need food. We'll go to the supermarket. But yeah, some of the other games I've got the Mass Effect games, all of them. I've got Star Wars Empire at War, Call of Duties, Halos, Pokemon. Got some Yu-Gi-Oh games. Just a whole lot of them. Nintendo, got Mario games. Let's see, we'll take the crowbar, and we'll also take our knife. It means we're leaving the home front a little less guarded, but I want to be prepared. I wonder how much of the supply is left. That's going to be the question of the hour. Yep. Wooden components are never bad. It's a pretty name for a pretty face. That's a Creepazoid line. That rings all the alarm bells in 1 second. This guy is a soldier. Yep, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Get food for a favor. Yep. Something tells me this guy's not taking no for an answer. Hence why I'm switching to Shiv mode. You may have a gun, but I have the element of surprise. Yeah, how about no? Shiv! Shiv! I said, this is what I mean about the combat. It's very wonky. FBI, open up! I've got a Shiv! Lady, the guy's dead. Have you not noticed? I kind of shivved the guy. And I got his assault rifle. Yes, we have a gun. We have won the game. I'm not kidding. Once you get a gun, home defense becomes very easy. It's not like you won't ever get wounded or raided, but as long as you have a gun with ammo, the problem doesn't become a lot. Well, Marco has now been wounded because melee combat is wonky. But hey, we saved a lady. We just have to go up to her and tell her, hey, the guy's dead. Yeah, we did help you. The guy's dead. Have you not have you not noticed? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, when you get this spawn, it is a very easy assault rifle get moment, but yeah. Let's try the assault rifle. It burns through ammo pretty dang fast, but you know, it's powerful. Of course, now we need to add medical supplies to the list of things to find. Leave our electronic parts here for now. To get some raw food, but that's not enough. We need at least one more raw food and either another raw food or vegetables. Yep, there's our other raw food. Ask and we shall receive. Now we just need one more raw food or some vegetables. Also, one thing about bodies, make sure you grab everything off them and put it in, if you can't take it with you, put it in a box somewhere. Otherwise, any stuff on bodies will despawn when you come back for some reason. And you can go attack those people at the house, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I could. It would also mean they have to take the assault rifle off home defense, but yeah. Now that we've got a gun, we can actually start getting into some firefights if we so wish, although if you get into a firefight, chances are you are getting wounded, and not to drain on medical supplies, but, you know, it is an option. We have options now. That's the important part. Okay. There's some debris here that we need to clear. I did not bring a shovel for this occasion. The question is, can we clear it fast enough? Because I do want to try and crowbar these open, because that means I don't have to bring a crowbar back later. Well, while Marco digs through that as fast as he can, I'm going to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. And I am back. And now it's time to crowbar things quickly, because we're running out of time. And what's in this crate? Ooh, a broken pistol. And bandages. And more bullets. I like all of the above. Need the bandages, because, you know, person dying over here. Water. I'm not going to take the broken pistol yet, because we don't have the parts to restore it, so wouldn't be much point taking it right now. But we do know it's here. That'll be useful later on. Canned food. We have enough food for tonight, so I won't take the canned food yet either, but canned food, unlike raw food, can be eaten without any preparation. Which makes it pretty useful if you're low on fuel and water. Okay, there's more stuff back there, but I think we're going to have to boogie on out of here, because Marco's wounded, so he's going to be moving slower than normal already, and combined with the fact that we're running low on time, so we need to boogie. On the bright side, we shouldn't need to bring a crowbar, back, or a shovel here. Although we won't be taking Marco back here tonight. No way, Jose. He needs time to recover. Surprisingly, one does not just get shot in the stomach and, you know, go back to scavenging the same night with no problems. Night was calm, and we are now content. Since we did a good thing, we are content. Oh, you're only slightly wounded now. Huh. Everyone should choose one happy memory, and it can't just be good. It has to be grand. It gets so bad you just want to sit down and cry. When your life seems forfeit, you close your eyes and go back to your happy moment. It's not easy, but you have to try. I'm glad I saved that girl hugging Mildred to do something. Since we did a nice thing, people are now content. Which means pretty much means they're less likely to be depressed. Pretty much. That's really the only thing I can think of that it really does. Okay, Marco. You're going to take bandages even though you're slightly wounded, mainly because I want to get you back on your feet as soon as possible. Sorry, Bruno, but you can recover over time. Marco, I kind of want back in the action as soon as possible. Let's start cooking up some food. Gonna need to get more water, which means filters, but cross that bridge when we come to it. Since we didn't bring that sugar with us, we can't make any more moonshine. That's fine by me, though. Don't really need it. Bruno smacked to a wall, it looks like. Don't really need anything else from here. Get one weapon part, we can make ourselves a hatchet. Still lack the wood or anything else to do anything with this, so... Gonna just still stuck on that front, but I will make another filter. Start working on getting more water. That's very useful. We should also get a trader today, and this time we got plenty of stuff to trade. 6 moonshine, 5 jewelry. Alright, let's go tune the radio. See if there's anything new. Nope. No, you're not the trader. It's a good thing we got the food tonight. Hello there. We live several blocks from here. I saw you took refuge in this building, and since we're supposed to be neighbors, we decided to pay you a visit and say hello. We brought some vegetables from the garden. Enjoy! Oh, free vegetables. Thank you. You can't eat vegetables raw, but it's not really that filling. So... yeah, I think even if everyone ate 5 vegetables, it wouldn't fill everyone up. Why can't you make punji sticks to protect yourself? Because these people are uncreative. It's pretty much the all end all. They're uncreative. They are limited by the menu, by the contents of these menus. I think that's pretty much going to be it for the night. I'm just going to have people. The army goons will not push us around. Down with the organization. Down with the establishment. I'll save the rest of my components tonight, because I kind of want to keep them on standby to build things. Alright, I'll go back to the bed. And we will call it night. Alright, the heavy fighting hasn't taken place yet, so we've still got free reign of, well, most of the area. Have you searched the treehouse? Yes, I have searched the treehouse. Marco needs to search sleep for the night, so Bruno's going to be on guard. And you shouldn't need to bring anything with you, so... yep, just go in. Huh, someone new here. Have I looted the treehouse? Yes, I have. Yeah. This woman appears after you save the girl, or don't, because you can't just ignore it and let it happen. And if you ignore it, she guilt trips you. If you stop her, she indirectly praises you. Yeah, she's going to be following us around, telling us about all the good things about this girl. And why we're heroes for saving her. Take the broken pistol, take the bullets, take the sugar, because we can make another thing of moonshine with that. Take the canned food as well, because, well, food. Food is good. And let's break into this room, see what's what. Alright, got some barrels. More sugar, more food. Got that wood. I think are actually low on that. Jesus! I know Pablo's normally fast, but Jesus, he have a bit of crystal meth before we make that sprint? Oh, weapon part. I'll take it. That lets us build the hatchet now. Very nice. We can also fix the gun with the 5 weapon parts we have, but the hatchet's a better choice for now. Because not only is the best melee weapon, it lets us cut down stuff to get wood out of. Ooh, herbal meds. And some med ingredients. I'll take the herbal meds for now. Med ingredients can be used to make proper medication at late game. At early game, again, it falls into the category of not particularly useful. Sonic speed! Is there anything of value I wanted over in this area? Just need to check the upper floors of this place. Okay, now. What's over here? A faded leaflet with skull and crossbow leans. Danger. Do not touch unexploded ammunition. Any weapons, ammunition, or equipment left behind or exploded may be booby-trapped. Do not touch anything. Do not risk severe injury or death. Report any such finds to the nearest army outpost. On one hand, you know why they probably really want them to report that finds. On the other hand, it is definitely a valid concern. Leave the water for now. Come back for that tomorrow, I suppose. More sugar. Very nice. Ooh, weapon parts. Stick barricades down on this door. Can't take anything. No. Alright. Now just to search the roof. UXOs are seriously dangerous. Yeah, that UXOs and mines are major problems in war zones. Ooh, food. I'll leave the broken pistol again because, again, we can't fix it right now. Well, we could, but I want to make the hatchet. I want to know what that food was doing on the roof. I didn't put it there. Yeah, cluster bombs very much have. With cluster bombs, you're almost guaranteed that not all of them will explode. They're still pulling, like, unexploded ordnance out of Germany and other places in Europe today. World War II. Yeah, mines too. Mines really, yeah. Anyway, we are now on day 10. We had another good haul. We were raided. We had a gun. We used 2 bullets to say, "Get off my lawn." But yeah, with that, I'm going to call it here for today's stream. We have survived the first 9 days of This War of Mine. We have scavenged locations. We have saved a woman from being raped by a drunken soldier, got an assault rifle, and, you know, punch in the face, but hey. And that will be it for today's stream. Thank you to everyone who joined me live to watch this. Thank you to everyone who's watching this in post later on. Thank you to everyone who's supporting the channel in general. And until next time, remember some data. pick up a controller and have a good time. Peace out, peoples.